Good morning, gamers. How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? We are going to watch a reveal event, but before we do any of that, we're going to be playing some Destiny 1. Because why the hell not, right? Also, to throw us back. We out here. Reveal event is in 12 minutes. And then we're going to lock in for that. Until then, I want to run around and shoot some stuff in D1. To go back to the beginning before we look towards the future. I wonder if anyone's doing Crucible right now. Let's see if anyone's on, yeah? I doubt we'll get anybody. Well, that seems about right. What about a strike? If we do a strike in 10 minutes? If we can find something before 10 minutes, let's find out. Come on, give me one extra person. I don't ask for much. I don't think we got anybody, chat.
Far below the Ishtar Academy, the Vex have set something in motion. A world-eating machine transforming Venus into another link in their intergalactic chain. This nexus must be stopped, and the mind that controls it destroyed.
I think I'm alone. I am in fact alone. Crying in the chat. No, wait, I see people.
That's got to be the Nexus.
Oh my god, people. Other gamers, where am I going? I'm so lost. Guys, I'm coming. I'll find my way down there. Making my way downtown. I'm so fucking lost, dude. I don't remember anything about this strike. Think we're in the Ishtar Sink?
The Nexus. It's opening.
Holy shit, there's gamers here. Michelle, Britt, and Sugar and Candy 69. Guys, I'm here. Hello. Oh shit. Oh boy. I want them to bring this feeling back to Destiny. I feel like we're going to a new place. Bring back the scary part of Destiny. Destiny doesn't feel scary anymore. I'm genuinely terrified right now. Six minutes. I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked. Damn it. Shit. Let's go.
Great work.
One tendril of the
We did it.
but their presence here still grows.
Hey, hey.
In other dark places, far out of our reach. We must continue to understand their power and haunt the realm where they gather.
We did it, guys. We did it. Wait. There we go. Yeah. W. In, out, quick, done, and easy. With 3 minutes to spare. Look at that. Auto starting the next strike. Shit. Was game. I don't got time for another one. Hey, Blurry, thanks, buddy. I love you. 2 minutes of Destiny stuff, and then I can play for like maybe 3-4 hours, and then I gotta skedaddle. We got over here. 2 minutes on the clock. 2-minute warning. And then we'll all be edging. What? I guess we'll go to the tower for the next 60 seconds. Am I gonna get to the tower before? Let's find out. Yo.
Ew.
What up, dude?
Nothing much. Just trying to feel my arms again.
Relatable. Alright, the fucking stream.
Yeah, I was lifting until failure, and then I persisted past failure, and whew, progress.
I don't know if you're watching on Twitch or if you want me to live stream it here in the server too.
I'm on Twitch. Have you checked those free things I sent you yet?
I haven't checked shit.
Alright, well, I'm just letting you know about that. If I do nail this, I knew this a year ago.
Oh, here we go, buddy.
What follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins.
Alright, where are we going?
I see sapient light.
That was one of my
turn to
predictions.
each
Let's see if it's
other.
right.
They remember how to look to the stars. They remember curiosity.
Oh, is she in the heart of the Traveler?
They remember how to thrive.
No, she's on the planet that I think they're going to.
They have forgotten.
Or we're flying out to space.
They forgot we were here long before the Traveler. They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them. I'm sure you will. But not through me. Find someone else.
Holy shit, is she a guardian again?
My will is my own.
Holy shit. That's Sophia. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
All right, everyone, hello and welcome here to Bungie HQ in beautiful Bellevue, Washington. We have got an amazing stream lined up for you to tell you a little bit about the Edge of Fate and the future of Destiny 2 as well. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, but no need to worry. As always, I am joined by some of my amazing colleagues here at Bungie to share some of the finer details of the stuff that we're going to be getting into today. So, how about we go ahead and get into it so we can show you what we got. Starting first with this gentleman on my right and to your left is someone that you've probably seen if you've tuned into our streams before or Vidocs, the one and only Mr. Robbie Stevens, Assistant Game Director here at Bungie. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Andy. It's always a pleasure to spend a day with you.
Yeah, it's been a nice time, honestly, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
always.
To that end as well, for anyone that doesn't get to hang out as much as we do, can you tell everyone at home a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, sure. So I'm one of the creative and game directors for the game. So that means like I'm a vision holder and I work across the entire Destiny team with people like Allison and Dylan on the couch here to chart a new course for Destiny and a new future for the game. And just incredibly excited to be sharing with everyone today of what we've been up to.
Yeah, can't wait. We've got a big show ahead, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, as we move forward, right on down the line, someone who again is also a good opportunity to join us on these streams as well.
Right there.
He's now firing some finger guns like a pro. Destiny's narrative director, the one and only Allison Lures. Allison,
hello.
How's it going?
It's going so good. I'm here on a couch and I get to yell about Destiny with you. So
Not
it's a good day.
Yeah, honestly, I'll take that anytime I can.
Yeah,
Well, for anyone who also hasn't had a chance to yell on couches about Destiny with us or hasn't joined us in the past, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Allison. I'm the narrative director for Destiny 2, and so that means it's the job of me and my team to make you laugh and make you cry and make you go, whoa, I totally forgot about this thing from 8 years ago. How did they remember? It's because we're good at our jobs.
It's true.
So there you
go. As someone who gets to sit in on the writers' rooms, I can now doubly confirm that. So thank you for having me there. So much fun. No, seriously, thank you so much. And of course, as we move right on down the line, the gentleman there at the very end of the couch, someone who is a friend to all Guardian kind, who's known far and wide, a member of the Destiny Global Comms team here at Bungie, Mr. Dylan Gaffner. How's it going, Dylan?
It's going well. How are you, Andy?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for
Got to make sure to ask every time.
I appreciate it. You need all the help I can get. Well, to anyone out there who may not have accosted you on the wild world of social media or is just somehow meeting you for the first time, do you mind telling us about what you do here at Bungie?
My name is Dylan Gaffner, formerly community team, where we would go out, collect your feedback, translate it to the dev team, and then bring their information back to you, kind of be that middleman. Now I'm on Global Comms, so I'm going to be in more of like a puzzle piece organization stage of what do we talk about, when do we talk about it, why do we talk about it, and then just making sure we get the information out to all players.
Yeah, well, we all appreciate it. Thank you for always being the voice of the player inside our own halls. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, well, now that we've kind of got the intros out of the way, let's talk about our new saga. Robbie, I'd love to start with you. What's up next in Destiny, and where are we exploring?
Yeah, so our first expansion this year, The Edge of Fate, is the start of a brand new multi-year saga
The
called
Fate Saga.
The Fate Saga.
Okay.
And so we want to tell a story about something older, about the nature of fate itself. Are we bound by it? Can we fight it? Because before the Traveler ever arrived in our solar system, there was already space magic here, Andy. Yeah. And so ultimately, this is a story that we're going to explore one of Destiny's biggest mysteries and the foundations of the universe itself.
You're talking about the Nine, aren't you?
Who told you?
I think it's
subtle.
How did
I
you
know.
guess?
Yeah.
You up.
All right.
We did such a good job with this secret.
We buried that lead, didn't we?
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's, but I mean, to that end, so who and maybe more appropriately, what are the Nine?
Yeah, so buckle up. In the simplest description possible, the Nine are extraordinarily powerful beings that have been in the solar system for way, 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 way longer than the Traveler. We can think of them as being kind of connected to each of the major celestial bodies in Sol. So that's each of our 8 planets plus the sun. Sorry, Pluto.
It's messed up.
Didn't make the cut.
All right, fair.
I don't make the rules.
I will forever call Pluto a planet.
The important thing to know about them is that this is why we're going to be so focused on the solar system for the next saga. We want to ask questions about our home that we've never asked before.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Nine, obviously, Eagle-Eyed Guardians have been able to spot references to them for quite some time, whether it be outright ominous or a straight-up game show in some cases. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about what we should expect from them?
Expect to be surprised. We're, like you said, the lore of the Nine really ranges from like Star Horse infinitely neighing to the Nine doing genuinely awful, awful things in our lore. And so the important thing to know about them is that the Nine are individuals. This isn't a collective. It's not like a hive mind. Each of them are kind of their own being, their own person in the loose definition of a person. They have different wants and desires. They can ally with different members and fight with different members too. In the words of one of our characters really early on, there are aliens, and then there's aliens, and then there are aliens, and that latter one is what the 9 are qualified as.
Fair enough. All right, so beings of obviously immense power, something that the Guardians have gone toe-to-toe with in the past. We've even faced off against the very embodiment of the darkness itself.
Yeah.
What could be tougher than that?
Yeah, so this is something that we think about a lot about, because ultimately the 9 seek to free themselves at no matter the cost to humanity. And because they're extra dimensional in the ways that Allison are describing, they're not bound by the same rules that we are, that we've really experienced before
I just
in
realized
the
there's
game
duct
today.
tape
And so humanity and the
Traveler's
Guardians,
window
to many of them, are
on his
ultimately just bugs that can be squashed on, that they don't really care or think about beyond
on his fucking, on his
achieving their
ship.
ultimate goals. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, for the last 10 years, Guardians have really just been making their own fate.
Yeah.
I mean, so the 9 is challenging that. How are we going to deal with it?
Yeah, whether we like it or not, the 9 have a plan.
Oh, she said whether we like it or not.
And
Triggered,
like you said,
triggered.
Guardians are really good at making their own fate and going out and deciding who they want to be. But what happens when them deciding to make our own fate is exactly what our fate is? Like, what if that was the plan all along? These are extra-dimensional beings. That means they perceive our reality in a very different way and can interact with it in a very different way.
It's like they're a move ahead in chess.
Weird.
What a reference. But you were mentioning, obviously the Fate Saga is one of the subjects of today. How long can we expect the Fate Saga to last?
Yeah, so the Fate Saga is going to play out over several years, and ultimately we know where we're driving this car. We know where we're going with it. But the conclusion of the Edge of Fate itself is going to leave you with more questions than answers, and it's going to be the catalyst into this new multi-year saga. Because we really want to return Destiny to being a game about big questions, right? And so the way we think about this is about pouring jet fuel into the speculation engine of the game. So we're going to be revealing a lot of ideas, a lot of concepts, and many of them we're not going to be answering immediately, because we're going to be telling the story over multiple expansions, and we're going to be giving you those expansion beats more times than we have before in the past. And so the Year of Prophecy kicks off with the Fate Saga, and with it, humanity is now set on a collision course with this celestial pantheon.
Edge of Fate
of
launches
the system
July
that has
15th.
Been here for
All right,
a
there we go.
very long time. And so the Edge of Fate launches on July 15th. And then the second expansion of our Year of Prophecy is Renegade, which comes this winter.
Okay.
And then later in 2026, we've got Shattered Cycle and The Alchemist. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting beats. And so, again, the Edge of Fate is just the beginning of this long journey of this awesome vehicle we're all jumping into and driving together, and it's going to take us to some new places.
That's exciting. So with regards to the Edge of Fate right here in front of us, you were also nice enough to bring the class something today. You've got some gameplay with you, right?
Yeah, we got some clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should show those off.
It's a doozy.
Let's check it
Like
out.
the present. Let's check it out.
I know of 2. Hey, look, I was right.
Is that a train?
I was right. Look at the story beat.
I'm not looking at nothing until it's over.
Connect.
Okay, it's fine, but I was right.
Guardian, I had a vision. Conform, comply, return. They just wanted to show us disasters. Observe, connect, conceal. I'm not human anymore. Return, conform, comply. No one else should know what this feels like.
Are those new Vex? What the fuck is this? Oh, I'm here for it.
Enough. Terminate your suspicion, Commander. Remove your scornful blindfold.
I feel like it's everybody's favorite one.
Observe, connect, conceal.
I'm sorry. What was that super? That traversal super for warlocks?
Return.
All right. All right.
That gives us an awful lot to go ahead and continue to dive into. And here to help us go ahead and explore a little bit more of it, everyone, you probably noticed we've been joined by someone new here on the couch. We are privileged to be joined by someone who's the originator of perhaps my favorite all-time Destiny emote, the one and only Dave Samuel, art director here at Bungie.
Dave,
how's
with the
it
best
going,
beard
man?
in the game.
It's going great.
Best beard
Thanks
in
for
gaming.
having me.
Absolutely. For anyone who maybe for some reason somehow doesn't have that emote in their collection or hasn't seen you in a past VIDOC, do you mind telling us a little bit about what you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, I'm art director on Edge of Fate. I work with the art team to visualize the narrative and design.
Chat, what are we
and
thinking?
kinda
How are we
bring it
feeling
all
about
together.
that?
So
That's
lots
nuts.
to bring together. Thank you very much for being here today. So with the Edge of Fate, it's obviously the first expansion in the Fate saga. Allison, I'd love to start with you, actually. What can you tell us about the Edge of Fate?
The Edge of Fate begins with an invitation, and we are invited along with a very specific group of people to a location, to a moment in time for a very specific reason.
Very specific purpose.
Very specific reason and purpose, yes. And the place that we're going to is called Kepler. And so you may be saying, now Allison, hold on, hold your horses
You read
1
my mind.
second,
Yeah.
because the Kepler I know is the one that's way outside of our galaxy. What do you mean we're going to Kepler? And I say, like, dear friend, didn't you know if you look inside in Destiny's universe, the Oort cloud at the edge of the solar system, you'll find a little planetoid that also happens to be named Kepler here in the world of Destiny. And that's where we're going, to Kepler.
Super exciting. This is kind of a, Robbie, we were talking kind of before the show. This is like like a first taste of something new, right?
Yeah, so
right.
what you're seeing here is us just trying something new. We're expanding the universe of Destiny, creating new mysteries to
Buying
uncover.
immediately.
This whole destination is about exploring a labyrinthian world that it took inspirations from things like Dreaming City, exotic missions, dungeons, and it's wrapping it all through a Metroidvania expired experience. And so at the heart of all of this, at the heart of the Edge of Fate, is a player-driven exploration and discovery of an exotic world with brand new abilities.
So actually, to even just maybe dig a little bit deeper, like how is the Edge of Fate going to be different from past expansions that we've made for Destiny?
Yeah, so at the global scale, when we're thinking about expansions in the Year of Prophecy and the formula of Destiny expansions going forward, first off, we're doing 2 expansions a year instead of just 1. And think of each of these expansions as a little bigger than something like a Rise of Iron from D1. And so both of these expansions combined are going to be even more expansion content than we've done in the past. And by delivering 2 of these a year, we're upping the pace of major world and story events that really matter to players and are going to be pushing the Fate saga forward. And so we're trying radical new things with each of these expansions. And so alongside this new destination of Kepler, this exotic world that players will explore with brand new abilities, we also have world tiers. And world tiers allow you to take on a higher level of challenge on the destination in order to extract some of the best loot within the release. But what's cool about world tiers is as you play through the mainline story and you play through the first couple of world tiers, you're going to unlock later world tiers. And as you're claiming these abilities, as you're exploring the world more, as you're discovering more within the release, you're putting these puzzle pieces together and you're figuring out how to solve all the mysteries on Kepler with different ways. And so you might play a puzzle in one way, a mission in one way, and when you're in these higher world tiers in the post-game, you can start to solve these problems in different ways that you couldn't before in the original playthrough. And so alongside all of this, we're also going to have a ton of quest content that we're rethinking about how we use within the game. And so on Kepler, there's some non-linearity within the destination itself. And so with a lot of our side quest content that is related to the critical path, but you don't have to play it. It's there for you to explore. It's driven by your discovery of the world. You're out in the field, you discover something and you pick it up, and that's going to help you explore the characters in the world of Kepler more and go deeper on that story. And so, yeah, again, this is all about us just looking at the formulas that we've been building in Destiny over the last 10 years. And some of them are really strong, but they're due for some experimentation and some radical changes. And so that's what you're seeing here with the first taste of the Edge of Fate.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love everything you just said. I was a little distracted by some of the gameplay we were showing, like exotic sniper rifle, I think I saw, kind of recognize that.
Oh, yeah.
Some enemies with a couple really cool twists, like, okay.
Yeah.
But then also there was a Guardian that turned into like a lightning ball.
Yeah. I saw that.
So there's multiple new abilities that your players are going to be able to discover on Kepler that's going to make them navigate and look at the world in different ways. But the one you're talking about, Dylan, we see it as our premier ability, the Crown Jewel to release, and that's called Matter Spark. And Dave has joined us, and he's helps us take the vision of the narrative and the design and the art and smush it together in amazing experiences. And so I think Dave should talk to us more about Matter Spark.
Please.
Yeah. So there's this new source of energy on Kepler, this strange dark matter. So the Guardian binds itself to the dark matter using the arc powers within. You can think of the dark matter as like a medium, and the arc as this catalyst that will allow you to completely change form. Transforming into Matter Spark lets you squeeze into tight areas, race around areas, jump over stuff, and it also allows you to turn into this basically electric rolling ball of death, jolting and shocking enemies that come across your path.
So obviously, one big part movement, one big part combat, but I mean, even just in addition to that, to look a little bit, wider, like how did the Matter Spark ball kind of influence the world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Yeah, the team really had to rethink what it means to build a destination with these abilities in mind. A simple hill becomes a ramp to get to a new space. A crack in the wall, it basically will reveal a whole new area to explore. It's also a new way to engage with enemies.
Stabilizing dark matter.
Instead of taking a bunch of enemies head on, you can find a Matter Spark pad, transform, turn into this electric ball of death, and then just like start racing around the arena, dash over their heads, and flank from behind, and then really give the House of Exile on Kepler a bad day.
As well we should. It's a good
House
day
of
for us
Exile,
as well.
okay.
So what are some of the other Kepler abilities that we'll be able to unlock while we're out there as well?
Yeah, so each of these Kepler abilities are a mix of dark matter and our Guardian's powers. So we have the Relocator Cannon, which is this new fallen dark matter tech mixed with void. This is going to allow you to bypass laser walls, use these cascading relay networks, and just basically teleport around the world. Another ability that we have is Mattermorph. This is dark matter mixed with strand, allows you to manipulate the environment. You'll be able to basically push and morph and move geometry to create bridges, open up doorways, and then also reveal secrets and new opportunities.
Yeah, so what's really important about what Dave is describing, and when we were thinking about building this world, it was all about like, hey, here's this new tool to navigate and see the world in a different way and solve little puzzles and mysteries throughout the missions, the free roam, and the quest content, and beyond. But also what was really important to us is that we lean into Destiny's first-class ability gameplay. And so with Matter Spark, like Dave is mentioning, you're jumping, you're dashing into enemies to destroy them. You're doing giant explosions with them. With the Relocator Cannon, you're just blowing everything up with void explosions and graviton lance style, like little secret projectiles. And then what's really fun about Mattermorph is you can just be like throwing these strange shurikens basically to just like delete an encounter before you then like start to morph the environment around you and move to the next area. And so it's just really exciting I'm incredibly excited about watching players just like solve puzzles and fight encounters in ways that like we don't even expect yet, and see how they take on the destination. And just like I really want to emphasize, you're going to be upgrading these, and when you get into especially the post-game experience, it's going to unlock. There's something unlocks with Matter Spark that really changes the way that you can play through the entire destination.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about dark matter,
yes,
we have darkness abilities like strand and stasis already. Like, how is dark matter different?
Yeah, so dark matter and darkness are two completely separate things. They're completely different things. But dark matter does exist in our world. In the world of Destiny, we know it as being tightly connected to the Nine. It's what the Nine are actually made out of. In our world, dark matter is invisible. You can't really see it. And it wouldn't be very fun to make a destination where there's an invisible thing that you can't actually see.
Hey man, it's gonna be great.
So lucky for us on Kepler, there's a bioluminescent microbe that allows us to see all of this substance that's impacted this world so much. It allows us to see how it's impacted the plant life, how it's impacted the behavior of the peoples that we're going to encounter. And we can see how it has been able to bring these things that are kind of unstuck in time into this current location.
I do have to put on my drifter hat for just a second and, like, what does it smell like? What does it taste like?
Yeah. Dark matter smells and tastes like bleach and math. Yeah, it's true.
Cannot wait to get that chip flavor.
Yeah.
Get it with the sandwich today after.
It's zesty.
Yeah, it's really good. Actually, so on the topic too of stuff in the trailer as well, we heard someone talking there. Can you tell us who that was?
Sure. That was Lodi. Lodi is a new character that we're introducing in Apollo. Not in Apollo. We're introducing him in the Edge of Fate.
Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to Brian Villalobos, who portrays Lodi and does a spectacular job. This character is fascinating. He's kind of a fish out of water, but the fun thing about tropes is to kind of put a twist on them, right? So what if that fish that we pulled out of the water was the most qualified fish to be pulled out into the air?
Down for anything.
It's down for anything. And what if that fish was kind of made to be pulled out of the water? I don't want to give away too much because this character is way more fun for the players to figure out what his deal is, but I will say that Lodi is very, very far from home.
Very fair, very exciting. So,
I do have to call out too, before we started this, you and Robbie were talking about how Lodi is like a notice me character.
Oh yeah, Robbie wanted a senpai.
I did. Yeah, I wanted someone that I just wanted to spend a bunch of time with on this new adventure we're going on.
Yeah, a friend that we can look up to.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Notice me.
Notice
Notice
me,
me.
Lodi.
Yeah, of course,
He
it
will.
writes
He
itself,
That's
or
so
rather
funny.
Allison does. So with regards to the characters as well, so is it a whole new cast of characters in the Edge of Fate?
No, we're going to see some new faces like Lodi and other characters, but we're also going to see some familiar ones too. Ikora is here. The stakes are
Ikora's
high enough
here?
that she's here investigating what's going on. And as it turns out, in one of our major mysteries, she's kind of at the center of it. She was invited here, as was Lodi. Same as we were. All of it's kind of tied together.
New Ikora
the way-
content.
yeah.
I'm so here for it.
please,
Like the way we think about this is about all these characters, their fates are intertwined in
finally
some way.
leaves the
There's
tower.
these puppet
David
masters that have been
Zavala.
pulling the strings for a very, very long time in order for everyone to get here at this moment. And so as a guardian and these characters involved, they're going to have to decide if they're fight your fate. Like that's what we think
Remember,
about for
Zavala
these
is
individuals. That's what they're going to
lightless,
have to
so
go
he
through
can't really,
and determine
you know.
about how they can stand up to this new
balance.
conflict that is surrounded by the Nine because
he is.
they are fated to be here. And what does
lost
that
his
mean
ghost,
for them? And what
remember?
does that mean for their future and the
He
future of
lost his
Soul
ghost.
itself?
He's
So.
working on darkness.
So with
for him.
regard to these new characters and this world we find ourselves in, was there anything about that setting or in particular that really influenced the creation rather of this world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Yeah, I'll give you a list of fun facts. First off, if you've been paying attention to Destiny over the last week or so, you already know that there's been people on Kepler for a long time. That's an old-ass computer that you were putting those numbers into. We also know that the Vex are here. They're studying the Nine because it turns out the Nine can do something that the Vex can't. As Dave mentioned, the House of Exile are also here. They've become fixated on a being that they call the Giver. And kind of most importantly, the dimensionality on Kepler is really thin. So the 3 dimensions that we can know and see and touch are very close to the realm that the Nine live in. And that means some things from Earth's past have been yanked into Kepler's present.
Exciting.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, so we've been talking about invitations throughout this, and
Invitation
we
of
need
the
to
Nine.
call out an invitation that's actually going to be waiting in the game after this is over. Ride of the Nine begins today.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a trailer to show.
Yeah, you were nice enough to bring a trailer along. I'll go ahead and give it a look really
Yeah,
quickly.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Prophecy. It's one of his dogs.
What'd you say?
It's prophecy and it's one of his dogs.
Yep.
First it could eat.
A guided experience with solo and match-made play. Eternity. Increase the enemy strength for new challenges. Ultimatum. Only the strongest will endure.
Have a bunch of different difficulties.
Unique rewards. Ooh, space guns. Hell yeah, dude.
Reworks dungeon weapons.
There's a glaive. That's new. I definitely want that sparkly weapons.
All right, so that's Ride of the Nine, which
Yeah.
is our essential
yeah.
prologue story for the Edge of Fate. And these 3 dungeons that are featured in this event are free for all players starting today. And so what's really important about this is that these dungeons are both for veteran dungeon crawlers, hardcore raiders, people have been in these places a lot, but also new guardians who have never stepped into a dungeon before, right? What was really important for us when we were developing Ride of the Nine was that we are changing the formula on how we can think about how we can welcome even more people into these experiences. And so you're going to be able to go in solo, buffed up, and explore a dungeon by yourself, or go in match-made with other fire team members shoulder to shoulder for the very first time. But don't worry, because we also have that higher level challenge for our veteran, our hardcore dungeon crawlers, where you're going to be able to earn the best possible loot, exclusive rewards, and also an exclusive title as part of Rights of the Nine.
Oh, some title dropping.
What's
Let's
also really
go,
important
dude.
about this
Let's go,
event
let's
for
go.
being a prologue for the Edge of Fate is that it really reintroduces the emissary into the game, and you're going to learn why her job is pretty crappy and why she quits at the top of the Edge of Fate, like we saw at the beginning of this show. And so, Andy, we've been talking a bunch about how our Destiny
Was not expecting
expansions
her to
are
be a
changing the
Titan.
formula for Destiny going forward.
She's meant
So
to
now
never
I think
was a
it's
Titan.
time for us to start
She's
talking
Sunbreaker.
about how the core hobby of Destiny
Sick.
is changing going forward, the day-to-day of playing Destiny, week over week experience. And we've got someone else on the couch here to help us talk about that.
We have an expert in that very subject now who has gone ahead and joined us on the couch. We are now joined by the one and only Mr. Ben Womack, creative director here on Destiny. Ben, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, seriously.
There is a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good conversation we have coming up.
Yes.
But before we get into that, can you tell us just a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah. So I'm the Destiny 2 creative director for the core game, or the core hobby, as we call it.
Yeah.
And it has to do with all parts of the game, everything from Edge of Fate, through our seasons, through the fundamental systems. And in particular, like Rob was saying, I've been focusing on thinking about the kind of building blocks of Destiny 2 and getting those like not only stood up, but also transformed and iterated on in some really exciting new places.
Nice. Well, let's go ahead and just start at the top. Can you tell us a little bit about what like the core formula of Destiny is changing and why?
Yes, so I think we
All
need
right,
to
where
start
are
with
the
the
updates?
why first, because it's important to think about what is Destiny, what is
Go
great about
slow
Destiny.
update.
Destiny is best when you have like awesome chases that you're excited about.
So I don't know why
You
my
have
inventory is
really
not
cool, powerful
tracking.
builds to
There we
make,
go.
and there's a
Tracking
mountain to
after
climb that's right in
being
front of you that
Age
you
of
want
Fate
to climb. You're
revealed.
like, I want that mountain. It looks pretty cool. And the thing that is not always true right now, Destiny, is like it doesn't feel streamlined as it could. Players don't have as much agency. You know, we want to be player-driven. We want to be more rewarding than we are. Because right now there are barriers to playing Destiny like in the best way, and those barriers are insurmountable sometimes.
Those barriers
So think
are
about that
money.
whole picture of okay, what is the Destiny that
Teammates.
we really want? That
Teammates
has
too.
been in the past that we also want to get back to, and where we want to go for the future. That's where all the changes you're going to see have started, like at their
Especially third
inception
ones.
point. So it's a big piece of the pie.
Massive updates coming across so many systems of the game, and this is like the
PvP
we're
update?
just getting in,
Tomorrow?
digging into the surface.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, to that same end, then, how are we making it easier? Pardon me, to go ahead and just get straight into the fun.
Oh
of
no, let's
Destiny?
do it, because that's exactly what we want to do. And the first thing you're going to see when you log into Destiny with Edge of Fate, you're going to log in your character and see your ship in orbit. It's going to say, it's not going to say open director, it's going to say open portal. And the portal is our new front page of the game. We're trying to like get you to the fun as fast as possible and as few clicks as we can.
that
Like,
the
we even
portal's
have Edge
actually-
of Fate there in the corner, so that it's like right immediately there. No fumbling around with the map to get to it, really. And we're also taking other big parts of the game, the ritual game and for seasons, and putting them into these ops categories. So the idea is that we're having these different ops for different moods. We're having solo ops. We have a bunch of fire
Everybody
team
got
ops.
ops.
We have pinnacle ops, and of course we have crucible ops. Still super important for the game.
Yeah. I mean, to start up at the top, can you tell us a little bit more about what solo ops
Oh yeah.
entails?
So solo ops is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a bunch of activities that are made for solo players, and the conception point of that was we want to make activities for players who have a smaller amount of time that they want to play in, and they don't necessarily want to have like dependencies on other players, but they still want to get in there and play for 10 to 15 minutes and get some real
Broad
progress.
battleground to stay.
Yeah, get some loot.
Yeah.
Get some loot and get your character forward and feel like, yeah, no, I played some Destiny, that was great. And even if you don't feel like playing with other people, that's fine, because we have an activity type that is designed for one player.
Excellent. So, I mean, to that same end, what are some other ways that we can play and have fun using Portal as well?
Yeah, so Robbie actually has a great way of talking about this. So.
Yeah,
Welcome,
some of
everybody.
the
How you
North
guys doing?
Star
Welcome to the
that
stream.
we talk about when we were developing the Portal early on was like, where are we
Lots of
headed
changes
with this
coming to
thing? And
Destiny. We're
ultimately,
checking it all, and then we're
it's play
jumping
your
straight
way.
in once
It's
this
giving
thing is
players
over.
more agency, more personal drive to figure out how they want to engage with the power climb and the new progression systems coming and our
Solo ops
seasons.
is gonna be
And
a lot
so
of fun.
the entirety new progression and power climb is now all available to you in the Portal at your fingertips in one place. It's really easy to find, really easy to jump in. Anything you play inside of that category any of those categories is gonna help you make progress. And so, because we want Destiny to be welcoming not only to new players, but also old players who are coming back to the game to join us with the Edge of Fate. And we also want this to be like a new even playing field for everyone. And so,
this
as
new
part
armor
of
does look
this
pretty
is a
sick.
commitment from us as part of the core hobby and all the seasonal content we're building, that we're going to be
Not a fan of the
continually
helmet, but I will
investing
take those
in this,
arms,
right?
though.
We're going to be continually updating this over time for years to come. And so, you're asking me directly, like, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
Ben mentioned solo ops. We also have the fire team ops and pinnacle ops. Both these are more around playing with other fire team members, shoulder to shoulder, where fire team ops are more quicker sessions. There are some longer form things in it too, but then pinnacle ops are more about those really long form or more challenging kind of focused activities like exotic missions, for instance. And so, And then the one thing we haven't talked about yet very deeply, but is incredibly important, and it's something that I think we've done for the first time like ever, or maybe since early D1.
It's kind of a return to form.
Yeah.
What
You're
is
going to
it?
be able to experience the entirety of the power climb within Crucible Ops by playing PvP.
Oh my
right?
God.
So this means like if you want to be sweaty, Andy,
Crucible
which, like, I know
focus,
you,
let's
Dylan,
go,
too, you're that
dude.
way, right? Like I know both of y'all. Like if you want to put the sweatbands on, you're going to be able to play the entire experience in the season here and earn some of the highest tier loot that's also available in the game.
I have to say this is like super exciting because like my player type or other folks out in the community, like they want to go in, they want to jam on PvP, but then their friends invite them to do a dungeon or a higher tier activity, and they're like, oh wait, I need to grind a long time to get up to power. Now through PvP, they can get up to power, and you can just bring them into that PvE experience and have a fun time with each other.
Yeah.
So.
That's honestly how I primarily played D1, so I'm really looking forward to that. So it sounds like the core, obviously, of what you guys are talking about, play the way you want to play. It's right at the center of all of it. What if I really want to challenge myself, push myself?
Oh yeah,
a little bit more?
That's important to us.
Raids.
Yeah.
Talk about raids.
That's important to us.
Well, death, but also success.
Yes,
and
that's true.
from it,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we really want to give agency. That's one of the things. Player driven towards loot and challenge. And so we have a really hugely expanded activity customization system. We have a lot more difficulty levels, and we have a ton of new modifiers. We have 50
Ultimate?
new modifiers along with all the old
What?
modifiers that we've released in the past that are going to make this big curated web of options for you to experience any of the PvE content in the curator. And so, like, we have Banes, not just old Banes that we have, but new Banes as well. We also have boons to help you like get advantages in your activities and for your build. We have challenges and trade-offs. And the fun part is you're going to get these different combinations that are available, and you're going to then make a mix that's actually going to change the way you play and be pretty interesting, and sometimes be the way you prefer you play. Like, there's a new boon called Grappler that I personally love. It's kind of my preferred way to play, where they give you 3 grapple grenades replacing your current grenade. You can't do the melee, but they recharge super fast. So any build you want, you could now Spider-Man around any map.
Oh,
it's
hell
actually
yeah,
super
dude.
fun.
It's so fun. Yeah, and I mean, like, what's at the heart of what Ben is talking about is what we kind of call the virtuous cycle, right? Where you're going to be crafting your build, tinkering with the activity, looking at like how you can earn a higher tier of reward by taking on higher challenge. And as you earn better loot, you're looking towards that next mountain to climb just ahead of you all the time. And so this is really about how far you want to push yourself upwards within the portal itself. But also, we also are thinking about the people, and that's the depth, right? That's the depth of the challenge that we're talking about. That's also, but we're also thinking about the people who don't have as much time to play with like solo ops, and also if you're scared of modifiers or you're scared of customizing these activities.
Or you just don't feel like
doing it. Yeah, no, that's a great way to describe it. Thank you. We have a bunch of quick play options, right, Ben?
Yeah, quick play options, and we actually have matchmaking and Fireteam Ops. And we have Fireteam Finder, and so you're able to like really choose kind of what you're in the mood for.
Oh yeah, we technically have matchmaking across every activity that exists.
Except for solo ops, because that's solo.
Right.
But yes,
Otherwise,
otherwise,
but in the
aside
Fireteams
from
or
that
Pinnacle
one.
Ops, it's everything.
Yeah, you'll have options to play by yourself or with other people. Oh, actually, a really fun part is you can play a strike by yourself as hard as you want it to
That's
now,
true, yeah,
which is really fun. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about like all the different boons and combinations. I think at one point you were saying around 50 or something like that. Those
50 new
apply.
ones.
50 new ones.
Yeah.
So it's like you can take those into solo ops. Like we're talking about this being kind of leisurely, bite-sized activity, but if you want to take it and say, I don't want Weenie Hut Jr., I want like esoteric level solo hardest thing in the world, like you can kind of customize and do that.
You can just do it from the very start if you really want to.
Yeah.
And
Depends on how deep you want to go.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and the point is that you're going to like stretch that far, and we want the reward to feel like worthwhile.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to feel like as you're pushing yourself, you are rewarded for it. That is something that's really important to the vision here for the portal. Yeah.
Rewards, huh?
Rewards. There are a lot of rewards, aren't there?
It's funny you mentioned it. Yeah, we've got Banes, boons, modifiers, but let's talk about gear for a little bit here.
Yeah.
What's changing about loot, and why should Guardians care?
Yeah, so like talking about chases,
Great
and
question.
mountains, and builds, like gear's at the center of all of that. And we actually have two
Oh, that's
giant
a good point,
gear
too.
changes. I'm gonna like put in two little buckets for us to talk about.
Yep.
The first one is Armor 3.0.
Yep.
And the next one is gear tiers. And so like talking about Armor 3.0 first, we are probably making the biggest change ever since Shadowkeep.
It's
around
huge.
the system. It's
yeah,
enormous.
It's a huge change.
Yeah, so like we're adding set bonuses, which is a long requested feature for all the new armor that you're going to be able to get at Edge of Fate launch, and we're redoing all the stats on armor. Where they can now like exceed 100.
Go beyond 100.
Go beyond 100 for extra bonuses.
Yep.
We're going to every single piece of new legendary armor that drops is
Holy
going to have
shit.
all the energy filled in, so you can build crafting right away, and it's going to essentially like there's more features actually that I could talk about, but I don't think I'm allowed to yet.
Fair. Well, something that we can talk about too, you mentioned gear tiers as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so gear tiers are very exciting because every single legendary weapon and armor that you can get is going to have 5 gear tiers, starting from 1 going up to 5. And like we have a gear tier 5 piece of legs armor on the screen right now, and you can see that like this is like looks really cool with the iconography, but it also has a ton more stats. And oh look, what's that?
Yeah, what's going on with the energy there?
Yeah, the energy.
Is that health?
Yeah, the energy says 11, and it's true.
11. Yep.
It's not a typo. Like energy is going to 11 for higher tier armor. And so if you want that for your build crafting opportunities, it does like give you some new options you never had before. You're going to have to challenge yourself to get more higher tier armor and keep on going to get yet more higher tier armor to get those options.
Health boosting,
And
health
this is
boosting,
also
let's
not
go.
something that's just relegated to armor, right? When it comes to weapons, they're obviously getting their own refresh as well.
Yes,
I mean, what's Destiny without chasing some?
You read my mind.
Yeah, like weapons
seriously.
are part of the player identity. You know, people like have a gun that they love.
You got fashion, and then you have gunplay.
That's
right?
true, though we do have fashion for your guns a bit now.
Hey.
well, so because once you reach tier 5 for your legendary drops, you're going to be getting tier 5 weapons, and those have unique shader treatment. It's like essentially a completely different look that's going to immediately identify it to you and others that this is the highest tier gear of this drop that you can get. It's going to show on the weapon, it's going to show on the icon, it's even going to show when you kill enemies with that weapon, because there's unique kill effects for tier 5 weapons that you can turn on or off if you don't want it, but your gameplay will like show that no, yeah, the weapon that is being used is like the highest tier you can get.
Yeah, Giver's Blessing, which I think we have on screen right now. This is one of the Kepler auto rifles, and I cannot put this thing down. Yeah, when we're playing through the Edge of Fate right now, and it's what's really exciting about it for me is that like when you see that tier 5 drop, like you know immediately that's better than like a tier 3 or tier 4 weapon that you have, right? And I think that's when we talk about making Destiny easier to just jump in, find the fun, make it accessible, but also create more depth. You know, this is what we're thinking about. It's like how can we just make immediate, like you understand, like okay, this is probably better than the thing I have right now, depending on what gear tier it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good example of how much time and effort is being put into these game systems to make them more like approachable. Change can be scary. There's a lot of change that's about to come to the game. We're Armor 3.0, we have so many new boons, we have a bunch of new stuff. And after 10 years of Destiny, this is going to flip some stuff on its head. So, I mean, we're going to have a bunch of blog content. We're going to have interviews with Robbie, with Ben, with more folks across the team that have been working on this. And then we'll also be elevating our creator community when they're creating guides, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a fun time. But ultimately, a big shout out and thank you to all the folks that have been coming into our studio, giving feedback early on some of these systems so they can be more approachable. And we're looking forward to all the feedback that's going to be coming after launch too. Like this is again one of our first steps into something, and then the community and we are going to build something amazing.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how much feedback we've gotten from the community summits we've been running over the last year for the Edge of Fate, and just people reaching out to the community teams and others to us. Like your feedback is invaluable. So like seriously, like thank you so much. We're making this game together ultimately.
Yeah, it's incredibly important part of the process. Like I don't think we would be able to make what we do without it.
Yeah. Working with the community is obviously a core part. Dylan, huge thanks to you and your team, obviously, for helping to lead that charge. And in advance for the big blogs you get to write. And then also our social media team will go ahead and get out the door. So go ahead and give us a follow.
I think, Ben, you were saying you wanted to try to break the record for longest twid?
I'm more predicting we are.
Yeah. So
it's not about try, it's the state of things.
It's going to be a multi-month journey as we head towards launch.
So be a good time. But, you know, we've been talking a lot about the core Destiny hobby. How does that extend into like how players are going to experience like a full year of Destiny?
Yeah, so we've been focusing on improving and changing the formula of Destiny in multiple ways. And so progressing through the Fate Saga is going to be more meaningful with 2 expansions a year. We've been talking about how focusing our seasons
that Renegades logo is
on the core hobby of Destiny and that commitment to continually updating it. And in addition, we're going to have 2 free major updates between each of our major expansions coming in the Year of Prophecy and beyond. And so ultimately that means there's 4 big beats happening in a year, 2 expansions, 2 free major updates between those expansions. So what that means we're not doing is paid seasonal content anymore. We're not doing separate seasonal storylines. And this also means we're not building a bunch of activity content that basically just goes away and is less meaningful to the game after 3 months. So we're instead focusing all of that effort that used to go there instead into building up the core hobby of the game so the core hobby stays fresh and exciting, you know, year round. And so ultimately, this means no more paywalls for seasonal content, and also these major updates themselves that I'm signposting around right now. The size of them roughly and the inspiration for them we're thinking about is like Into the Light.
Okay.
So when you say like Into the Light, for folks that aren't out there, like what for a major update, how big is that? Like, how do you encapsulate that?
So when I say Into the Light, a lot of this is like the inspiration of what it was. And with Into the Light came a really cool theme that wrapped around all the new stuff we were building within it, but also a lot of the reprise stuff as well. And also, with it came Onslaught, a new type of activity. It came with reprised exotic missions and a rethinking of how we could do like a rad style event, a raid event with the Pantheon. And so for our first major update coming a few weeks after the Edge of Fate launches, we've got Ash and Iron. Right? And so with Ash and Iron, we're going to be returning to the Plague Lands.
Returning to the Plague Lands, can't we?
It's going to happen, baby. And so that story is going to pick up from where we left off from the Edge of Fate. And with it, we're going to have a new activity called Reclaim, a brand new exotic mission, new types of pinnacle ops entering that for the first time, as well as, of course, what's Destiny without loot to chase? We've got new gear, new rewards, and 2 new exotic weapons as part of Ash and Iron as well. And again, this major update and the season, all the seasonal content going forward is free for all players. All the activity content that exists in the portal, that's free to play.
Very nice. So even to actually go one quick layer too deeper on seasons as well, what are some of the cool things that we're going to be able to do with the season that's launching alongside the Edge of Fate?
Me.
Yeah, Ben has been working on this space for the game for a while now, so I'm going to
They mentioned the Plague Lands are crashing out.
We're trying to make any time the best time to hop into Destiny. And one of the ways we want to do that is we want to invest in events that are like accelerating the game and enhancing every part of the game, but also bringing new cool stuff. And actually, we've been working on this so long, we actually have some new cool stuff coming before the Edge of Fate.
It's a special little treat.
Yeah, special little treat. So this Friday, you can play a little event, maybe you've heard of it, called Heavy Metal, which is Tanks versus Briggs, a new PvP.
Oh, I'm going to be an absolute menace in Heavy Metal. I'm going to play the absolute shit out of this.
But the thing that people at home don't know is we have a new reward. That's a unique thing in Destiny if you invest in this event, if you go and play it. And it is a free-to-play event. So this reward is free-to-play. It is a new combat vehicle that goes in your Sparrow sled. Combat Sparrow, if you will, called the Griffin.
What?
And this is a really cool, like, combat-ready vehicle you can take anywhere. You can summon a Sparrow, you can summon it and use it to fight your enemies and just have a really good time. And there's some really cool there's some really cool build crafting things with this vehicle that I don't want to spoil right now. Let people discover.
Sold.
I'm super excited for it.
They all thought they were going to ride those skimmers forever.
Well, I mean, we've been saying like, what was it? Skimmer is Flash and the Griffin is Splash.
Hey, there we go. The dad joke quota has been met.
We got to get one in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They needed a reason to get people to bring back Sparrows because no one was riding Sparrows anymore. We all were like, Skimmers are the
like
move.
I just said, there's more events that we've been making. There's one that's going to happen right after the launch of Edge of Fate. It's called Arms Week. And it's a 1-week-long event, and you're going to be focusing on one weapon archetype in Arms Week whenever it comes around. And this one is going to give you a new legendary weapon of that type. It's going to have some volatile mods that are there for the week that are going to be super interesting and fun to play with, and some focusing you can do. But there is a problem when you say this event is going to be about weapons and about using them.
Yeah, you got to have a place to test all that out.
Right. And so I mean, I've been doing that in EDZ this whole time. I don't know about the rest of you.
Those poor dregs.
Right?
Yeah.
But there is a new way now. We have a new feature, a long requested feature that is being added to the game with Arms Week. It is the shooting range. And the shooting range
God, we
is
get a
being
shooting
added
range?
to the tower. It is a now permanent addition to the game with the launch of Arms Week. We're not taking it away. And you can go there and you can try out everything in your kit, everything about your build, with all sorts of simulations of different kinds of enemies and situations, and it's all real damage numbers.
They finally bring back the
scoreboard
for you
right there.
and your fire team.
Yeah, your whole raid team can go down into the shooting range and try out, see exactly how well you're going to do for some kind of boss at this range or with a strategy.
Who can do most of the damage, right?
Yeah, well, you're finally going to know.
So we have a rally flag. It's not just a shooting range. Like, you can go beyond the firing line and use your abilities too.
Yeah, you totally can. And if you wanted to, you could even take in Prismatic and pop Transcendence and try that out. And well, I think the reason why we're not seeing that right now is because it's a Titan.
Yeah, it's a good soldier.
Yeah.
Standing on that firing line.
Yeah, standing on the firing line.
All about building that line and standing.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of theory crafters are going to have to go ahead and have some upheavals to their Google Docs, I'm guessing.
This will be a really good tool. Like, as we're adding all of these different systems with gear tiering and all of that, you can go in and check those damage numbers in real time. Like, how do my stats change? How are these different gear bonuses going to affect my gameplay? You can see it in the tower now.
Yeah. And while we're talking about weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one more thing, right?
Yeah, no, there's one more thing. I know you're excited. So, there's more events. Of course, there's more events. And the holiday events are coming up, where Solstice is right around the corner.
It's summertime, right?
It's summertime. Summertime is Solstice time in Destiny 2. And Solstice has some really cool
there's
twists
so much
and such
stuff.
that we're
This is
planning, but I'm not gonna talk
crazy.
about that right now. I want to show you all the new hollow foil treatment we have for Solstice weapons. So
Sorry,
here we
what
go.
now?
This is the hollow foil treatment for Solstice in 2025. It's
so good.
It's amazing every time I look at it.
Yeah.
It is an ocean.
On a
And
gun.
the line, yeah, we put the ocean on a gun. How did we do that? It's beautiful. I love it. And any kind of weapon that drops for this event can have a hollow foil.
Yeah,
no
so it
matter
could
what
be
the
tier 1 or tier 3. Yeah, any
exactly.
weapon can have the hollow foil.
Yeah,
when we're playing through
the tier 5 hollow foil.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Like, that's gonna be a chase.
All
our
my money.
Other events will
All my
also
money.
have hollow foils.
Yeah, like Arms Week you're talking
Arms Week
about.
will have its own hollow foil treatment. Like
I just
every
bounced
event
back
that
in
we
my
make an
account,
event will
guys.
have-
What are
will
we
have a
doing
hollow
to
foil
me?
treatment. The holidays will have their own kind of special one, but yeah, Arms Week will have their hollow foil drops that you can farm as well.
Super exciting. No, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to have way too much stuff to chase down, so appreciate you guys putting all the hard work in, obviously, for that. But I believe we've got one more thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about here are the free updates coming to Destiny, the portal, a bunch of different stuff, Edge of Fate, but we also have another expansion, and we need Allison back on the couch to talk about
Right,
it.
yeah, Allison.
She's the best one to talk
Yeah,
about.
we've got something very exciting, and so once again, Allison, thank you for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it.
Of course. I'm so excited to be the one more thing.
Yeah,
One
it's a
more
tradition around
thing.
here, so we're glad that you could obviously go ahead and lead us into this one. But you know, as Dylan mentioned, we've talked about the Edge of Fate, but this is the first year we're going to be doing 2 expansions over the course of a year. Can you tell us a little bit about Renegades?
Yeah, so we're going to have a dedicated reveal for Renegades in September alongside our major update, Ash and Iron. But earlier we were talking about how sometimes our formulas can constrain us from experimenting and innovating. And so in that spirit, Renegades is going to be very different from the Edge of Fate. What I can tell you, and we'll talk plenty about it later, is that we're going to be experimenting and innovating with activities, with social mechanics, and more. But more importantly, I want to talk about our inspiration. And so I have to kind of tee it up first. So Renegades is going to be a Destiny, like definitively Destiny expansion. This is part of the Fate saga, and it's going to push it forward in important ways and introduce characters that we're going to spend time with for years to come. It is an essential Fate saga story. And it's an homage to a universe that has inspired Bungie from the start. It's a universe that all of us here on the couch grew up with, as well as everyone else at the studio and millions of you back at home too. It is a peanut butter and combination, a peanut butter and like chocolate combination inside of what we're making that could only be possible in the kind of world that we build here. And so I am absolutely thrilled to be able to give our first sneak peek at Destiny 2 Renegades.
Let's take a look.
Okay, what is this?
Lightsaber. It's Star Wars.
Oh my Jesus! On Star Wars
Okay,
weekend?
Robbie, what did we just see?
Yeah, so that's Renegades, which is coming out this December. And to really drive it home here, Renegades is a one-of-a-kind Destiny experience, right? And just like we on the Destiny team have taken inspiration from other genres like dark fantasy or cosmic horror, Renegades takes the space western vibe and aesthetic that is Star Wars, and it puts it through that Destiny lens. And ultimately, it's created a new lawless frontier that is emerging.
My
within
thumbnail was
Seoul.
correct.
And so, like, we're so
Hell
excited
yeah, dude.
to show Renegades off a little bit today and to be talking about it more in the future in September alongside the free major update
That
with Ash and
Warlock
Iron.
skin.
But right now, today, we're focused on Rite of the Nine and what's right around the corner with the Edge of Fate.
Absolutely. No, I heard a lot of calendars get marked just now on September, but
Hopefully.
no, super excited to share more of that in the future. But that actually leads us to the conclusion of today's show, which again, we covered a lot.
There's been a lot today.
Yeah, this has been a
Like
big
a few
show,
things.
Yeah.
honestly. No, we went through a lot of it. So let's go ahead and quickly double check. We obviously went through, and the Year of Prophecy, pardon me, is going to go ahead and kick off on July 15th. And this kicks off a brand new multi-year Fate saga and our new focus on the core hobby of Destiny. The first expansion, The Edge of Fate, is going to be launching again on July 15th, as I noted, with its raid launching on July 19th.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So you're going through a lot of information. We already covered that.
Oh, yeah.
But like, you can't just sneak in a raid date. We have a new raid.
I'm sorry. Wait.
With the expansion, July 19th. We're going to have a bunch of blogs. We're going to have the rules, regulations, all that kind of stuff for our raid race.
Of course.
We invite everybody to come in, try to go for that world first title. And yeah, I mean, just stay tuned for more details. We're not going to spoil anything. It's a raid. We got to keep it secret.
I got to take that day off of work.
Everybody
Son
mark
of
your
a
calendars.
bitch.
Bungie.net is the place to go ahead and learn more. And again, follow our social media channels. Do us all a favor. So in addition to that, again, as we noted, Ash and Iron, our first free major update, will be launching on September 9th. Renegades, very exciting, will be launching in December. And then keep an eye again on our social channels. We'll provide all the updates once they're available. But as far as today goes, the Edge of Fate and the entire Year of Prophecy pre-orders are available starting right now. Now, pre-ordering for starters, the Ultimate Edition will go ahead and unlock the New Land Beyond.
New Land
Beyond is crazy.
Sniper.
Ooh,
I can't wait, man.
I can't wait, same, honestly. That'll be unlockable in addition to several other goodies. And also, we've also got a collector's edition that'll be available. You can see here on screen, it will be coming with an awful lot of very cool stuff, including this cool statue that you may have noticed here that's been sitting with us on stage. This is one that you can go ahead and add to your collection as well, but that's
oh
not
my
all that's in there.
God.
Is that Allison?
We got the writing team got a little excited on this one. We put a lot of lore goodies into this collector's edition. So like that weird metal thing, that weird envelope, boy, weird. Wonder what's up with that.
Just decorative
You
points?
should probably read it. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do a dramatic reading as soon as
Yeah, we
we're
should
done.
go downstairs immediately after
It's
this.
really
Oh yeah, right after this.
Count me in. And then again, too, as far as today goes, Rite of the Nine. This is the essential prologue to the Edge of Fate, and like all of our events moving forward, it's going to be a free to all players. So make sure and go ahead and check that out when that arrives. And before the show wraps up, make sure and stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating our good friend Sammy Cat as well. So go ahead and give her a follow. Tell her we said hello in chat. Pardon me. If you have any Twitch Prime subs or anything like that, go ahead and do us a favor. Drop it over there and check out her stream. She's going to be having a good time. But that concludes it for us here today. So for starters, huge thanks to my teammates here for joining me.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, yeah. Robbie, Allison, Dylan, of course. There we go. We got Ben, and of course, Mr. Dave Samuel. Thank you all so much for being here today. And then, of course, to the crew that puts all this on.
Thank you, everyone.
This doesn't happen by accident. Thank you all so much for all of your hard work and dealing with me on these last couple of days. And of course, to everyone at home, to all of our guardians out there in the community, thank you. It's a tremendous privilege to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on early, and it matters only if you guys show up and join us. So we really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed. And otherwise, in the meantime, until we see you again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Bro, it's Thanksgiving with all this food right now.
Yeah, you're welcome for that thumbnail. Anyhow, you want to do me a favor?
What's up?
Like those first two spoiler images that I sent you.
The words?
Yeah, I spoiled words to see you wouldn't be able to see them, but now you can. They've already covered it, so you can see them.
Sick.
And you can click the third one too, because they covered that surprisingly.
Yep. All right. Where's the pre-order? Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Shit. Where is Bungie.net up again? Where's the store? Unbelievable. Pre-order now, the Year of Prophecy. All right. Is the game updating yet? What happened? You just got here. Blake, absolute W across the board. Across the board. We have 2 expansions this year. Array July 19th. A collector's edition's coming out. Star Wars expansion coming in September. The screen faded to black, and I honestly thought that was gonna be like a post stream thing, like Marvel. I got debated hard. Good grief, buddy. Turn off my PlayStation. Star Wars expansion. What are we? Fortnite? Looks better though. Close Steam and reopen Steam.
And I'm gonna update Discord.
What's up? Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. Right, where's the YouTube stream of this? Hold on. We're gonna go back while I'm waiting for Destiny to update. Alright, so while we're waiting for Destiny, oh, is there an update for Destiny? Not Assassin's Creed. No, there's a Destiny update. The update's going out. Oh, shit. Alright, that stream's over. Bye, stream. Where's the tab go? I just lost that one.
You remember we were talking about all that meta stuff?
All the what?
All the meta stuff.
Yeah, what about it?
I can't wait for meta, baby.
Why?
We showcase Arcs, Strand, Void, so it leaves Solar and Stasis.
Kathleen, so good to see you. Welcome back. All right, Destiny's hot. I'm going in. Are you going? Do you have an update?
Yeah, but I'm updating it on English internet, so it'll be like 5 minutes.
That's fine.
Well, they didn't really change anything like I assumed they wouldn't, but they added a few things. And yeah, so if you've brought up the YouTube stream, can you like go back to when we were showcasing weapons pretty early on?
Hold on. Friday the 9, free to all players. Oh, it's all 3 armor sets. I was like, what am I looking at here? All 3 armor sets and a title and different guns. Hell yeah. Pre-order now. I'm already trying to pre. Oh my god, what is this? Dark Side Legends. Which one's a Warlock? The Warlock is a Sith. Oh my god. Titans are gonna be Darth Vader. Titans win everything, bro. You guys got Stormtroopers and Darth Vader. Hunters are gonna be General Kenobi.
You say you guys like I'm not a hunter, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's not up on Steam.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd like to pre-order it solely for the New Land Beyond that I've known about for like
Will miss their
a few
opportunity if they're a
months now.
Stormtrooper? No, because the Stormtroopers, the skin for Stormtroopers is actually out right now. Oh, hey, I got all the Sunday Doctrine with a full fire team. Dude, I didn't realize we did lightning round last night for Sunday Doctrine. Complete all encounters for Sunday Doctrine with a full team, with a full fire team of arc subclasses. Nice.
Yeah.
That was so sick. I'm waiting for the queue to let me in so I can buy this damn. Where are the weapons? You mean when they were just showing off the weapons in general?
Just if it was like a little bit where they were shooting some weapons. Any part of that where they're shooting a gun, it should be able to showcase what I was talking about.
Human anymore. Return. Conform. Comply. No one else should know what this feels like.
All right, so there is a new LMG. Cool.
No one else should know what this feels like.
There's a scorn weapon of some sort that's a rocket launcher that ping pongs off of. I'm guessing that's the lightning tunnel that you need to puzzle yourself through. Yep. And then you use that as a portal to warp. That's another. Is that an auto rifle?
Pulse rifle.
Not the pulse rifle, right? Hand cannon. This hand cannon is a stasis arc hand cannon, or it's an arc hand cannon. They have a stasis one. Never mind. It's both. It's an arc and a stasis gun. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by this?
Terminate. Enough. Terminate your suspicion, Commander. Remove your scornful.
Okay, and then we have a boss who looks like it's Strand and Arc. That thing, are they holding 2 guns?
Remove your scornful
There's a whole course
blindfold.
there's a new enemy type.
That dude's got a jetpack and 2 guns. New Land Beyond. I want to know what those they're using Strand, and they have Strand staffs. That's the new rocket launcher. Strand rocket launcher.
Return. Return.
All right. All right. All right. That looks ridiculous. That looks so fucking sick. Eternity is open. Scared Eternity, Grasp of Avarice. Oh, they moved Grasp. Grasp is on the 9 now. It was in the store now. A new Vigilance wing ornament? Nice. Nice, actually. That's amazing. A Rising Stars Dance, I'm absolutely buying that right now. I have no shame. Silent Vendetta. That's a Star Wars ship. That's a really cool looking ship. Also, chat, massive update. I don't think I told you this, Tyler. I think I tried telling you. I think I got really tired. I'm a Bungie creator now, boys. We out here. Tyler, how's your update coming?
I mean, I'm in the game.
What's up?
I'm in the game.
Oh, you're in the game? Sick. Thank you, Kathleen.
Are you in a boat?
I'm flying to the tower.
Explain it.
Trying to figure out how to start this quest to get to the right of the 9.
Hey kid, looking good. Good to see you alive, brother.
Okay, Drifting don't got stuff. Not someone in the game being called Lord Headass. That's amazing.
Yes.
I know that name.
Do you?
I do. That's Heavenly Father.
That's what?
Heavenly Father. Streamer watch.
Nice.
Alright, so copycat, but the name is Streamer watch.
Yes, Guardian.
I haven't seen this many people on the game in a long time. Good lord. Reveal day brings the numbers, dude.
Back out there. Keep focus.
Hello, Guardian. Welcome. The schematics for this structure do not fill.
Yes.
Yo, the Galler Swift actually looks pretty ridiculous.
Double Nightfall loot.
What's up?
Double Nightfall loot. There's not into addition to it. Two weapons with weak on rotation. Pulse rifle on a sidearm.
People are saying that it might be bugged for the Ride of the Nine since no player seems to have access right now.
Well, they expect you to actually do the dungeon before going there.
So what?
I said, oh, they actually expect you to do the dungeon before going there. It is more than likely bugged, however.
All right, so the Ultimate Edition is $100. But I want the collector's edition. So I'm waiting for that to work.
You're not gonna be able to buy that on Steam.
No, I'm trying to buy that on the store, but the store I'm in queue. there a match made thing you have to do?
No.
Hold on. Hey, can I get lead?
Yes.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic. You've landed at the source of the complex's arc supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Chad, how we feeling? How you guys doing? Thanks for coming to hang out with me for a couple hours today. The stream's not going to go till tonight because I'm seeing a perfect circle today. And I'm very excited. Oh, that's interesting. Is it showing you where to shoot?
Yes, this is a tutorial mode.
Nice.
inside the Black Garden. They're a fanatical sect of programming devoted to the darkness, or rather the witness. The Ishtar Collective in a Seraph complex.
Ow.
Peculiar. They were rivals in the Golden Age. This wasn't just a pillory site, it was a joint research facility focused on extrasolar colonization.
Oh shit, right at 9 is like, we can just leave. You wanna just leave?
Soul Divisive have been scouring research
Yeah,
logs.
if you want, I don't mind.
They were looking for something more than to imprison Rasputin's subminds.
Gonna be a cutscene. I'm gonna put on the music in the game.
Momento.
Ah, this is cool. What's up here? I haven't been here in so long, dude. Investigate. Ah! Jesus!
The emissary brings you a message from the Nine. They put forth a challenge to the Lightbearers. A begrudging implement. A worn tool. Guardian, please. We ask, make known your value, so divided gods may wield you in time.
Oh shit. There's a chest up here. Hey, girly pop.
Everything dies, so die well.
Acquired by earning the right of the 9 title. Watches. Okay. Complete all encounters, inspire the Watcher.
We have business more
Both these
pressing than
quests.
this.
Non-nary manifold converter. Convert all curious of the 9 earned from season 26 into non-nary manifold, which can be earned, redeemed, rewards in eternity.
Yours.
I don't need that. Right now, using arc damage, fusion rifle, linear fusion rifles, vision. Redeem. I got the long arm adept. I can redeem again? The Wilder fight. Okay, grenade launcher. Sick, sick. Oh, that's the glaive. Oh, we attune. Okay, okay, okay. Looking for a hot minute. Got to do a lab for a course. No problem, Kathleen. Shoddy. Judgment. Long arm. Wood flight. The prosecutor is the auto rifle, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a cat. Space cat. Accept a gift from the 9. I will do that in a second. I'm gonna tune real quick. Redeem. Terminus Horizon Adept. This is a big ass gun. It's my gift. Oh, they're giving out Izanagi's. Oh, the prosecutor's a secondary. I forgot that. Oh, there's Spire. It's back there. Oh, you can ride your skimmer. I'm going out. Let's turn back. How far can I get? The answer is all the way over here, Tyler. Look at this. Ah, I blew up. Scared myself. I hit the wall.
You nuts?
I went real far. Does it even do anything? So I guess we just come here and then we just run it from the menu. What is up there, I wonder? You see these platforms up here? Alright, that's just a wall. Alright, got it. Understood. Oh, did you leave?
Yeah, I gotta do something nice and quick.
You gotta change something?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're just looking around to see what else is out here.
Confront your fate.
Alright, astrograph goes hard as shit. On eternity mode. Oh lord.
Endings mark new beginnings.
Did you pick up the quest already?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I guess we'll do a match made one. Unless you got a person, unless you got a third. I invited Shadow, but I think he's doing his own thing.
What you gotta do?
Alright. Dude, apparently Rockstar released the entire press kit for GTA 6. The game looks phenomenal. And it is like, I can see the changes they made, but like downtown Miami is so painfully accurate. It is insane.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic.
How the hell did we get here? All right. back here for a second. Oh god, hi boss. Hello. On the way.
Yes. DPS freeze.
Oh, is it DPS?
Yes, I called it.
Let's get it. Alright, well. Ah, crap now. Let's back up.
DPS again.
Yeah, let's go.
Breaks, and so does their hold over the security systems. Perhaps now we can... No! They're driving the reactor core to a meltdown. It's going prompt critical. Those power surges were intentional. Get to the reactor, lest we lose everything.
Let's see.
seen here proves my visions have merit. We must secure the complex to convince Ikora.
Let's get it, dude. Oh yeah.
Real thing. Much as our mission, this can restore her faith in me. I need this.
My legs, they are broken. You know, my ass has completely forgotten about that little hole you can jump in until I just saw you do it, and I was like, oh yeah. Debo, hi buddy. How are you, man? Happy reveal day. Debo, how are you, buddy?
A Vex mine directs power to the reactor. Kill it, and the complex should stabilize.
Tired, dude? I feel that. Where's my hand cannon? Alright, so what's happening now? We are currently doing a dungeon because there's an event happening called the Rite of the Nine. And the dungeon is farmable. So we're just running this just for a little bit. And then I gotta dip because I got a show to go. I gotta get to tonight. No, Mike, it's actually, I'm actually going to a concert. I'm not even going to do, I'm not performing. I'm actually just going to a show. But also, hi, Mike. All right, buddy. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you all. You're gonna see Baby Metal. You're gonna have so much fun. That show is so much fun. Dope with artists. I'm gonna go see. It's Maynard James Keenan's 60th anniversary. So it's Pucifer, Perfect Circle, and Primus, which is wild to say. So Y'all mess with Honeybee? I don't even know what that is. Feel free to drop it in the Discord, dude. And Snack Pack Radio.
Like he didn't want to trigger that.
Ah, fucking sorry.
That's why I said away from them bots.
All right, lock him in.
Takes time.
Baby metal's one for my husband. Your husband likes baby metal? That's awesome to know. Two chests?
This was a clever incision by the witness.
This first chest didn't give me shit.
Sabotage us, glean knowledge, and annihilate any trace of advantage. Extrasolar colonies.
Hell yeah, GG's.
Ages ago, Saint and I
leaderboard's bugged.
thought we'd leave
What's
the
up?
city. Once we'd made it
Something tells
safe,
me the leaderboard is bugged.
we'd explore the universe.
Oh yeah, hey, look, we didn't do shit.
A matter of finite seconds lost in the margins then. Now, there's only the want of more. But we learn to make do, young wolf. And turn the edge of
If you guys have any music recommendations you'd like to listen to, please post everything in Snack Pack Radio, because that is my shit. It's a quest step now, hold on.
You didn't do the entire quest, you skipped the first boss.
That's fair. I got bounties done though, so GG's on that. I'm still in the queue for the collector's edition. I'm gonna buy that before I leave, that's for sure.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic.
Landed at the source of the complex's arc supply.
Excuse me.
Centuries in Martian rust
What
have
up,
done
Tyler?
this place no kindness.
They
Our
were
window of
ripping nasty
opportunity
belts
is
and
short.
said, excuse me.
Arc surges destabilize the complex, and Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
I'm excited to stream tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be a whole ass day of Destiny. It's bugged out, isn't it? Great. Alright, run it back. Tragic.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its systems, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic.
Landed at the source of the complex's arc supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness. Our window of opportunity is short. Arc surges destabilize the complex.
You are so upset. Did you die?
Go.
Yeah, ricocheted.
I was literally in the middle of saying you're so obscenely fast, and then you died immediately.
It's what happens when you collide with a wall at 400 miles an hour.
Chatty's like Lightning McQueen over here. Fast yet maybe dead. Yep.
inside the Black Garden. They're a fanatical sect of programming devoted to the darkness.
You know what's crazy is I'm not used to doing this dungeon, so like, oh, my back! I didn't die. This dungeon is like so fast that like half the time I'm not even paying attention.
They were rivals in the Golden Age. This wasn't just a pillory site. It was
Like I've done. What's up? Well, I've done that sequence. I've done that sequence of the dungeon so many times that I fucking forgot like what to actually do there.
They were looking for something more than to imprison
So I'm just like, oh, everyone else is already running around doing stuff. I'm just trying to help out. So like learning the stuff is actually very interesting for me. Like, oh, this needs to go in a sequential order for this and this and this. Because by the time I turn around, I'm just killing ads. That part's already done. So I'm like, so actually having the markers there is actually, oh, this is how that's actually done. Sick. There he goes, chat, at the speed of light.
Yeah, I got the 5 on Marcus, so I'm just getting my butt through the dungeon.
Your what?
I said I don't require a Marcus, so I'm just gonna get my butt through the dungeon. I know my way around every single map in this game blindfolded.
Oh, there's platforms here now? Since when?
Yeah. Just MS game mode. It's not in the actual dungeon. I ran out of ammo. God damn it.
So the platforms are just for this version, right?
If I skip ahead, you guys get to use platforms.
Okay. Because I'm like, I see them coming up and I'm like, this is not, I don't remember these at all. It's because chat, they aren't real.
Chat, they are called assists. I ran out of ammo on my happy-go-lucky quick sword.
Oh shit, was I ahead of you?
I died and respawned all the way behind you, so you.
Oh. Ooh, chat, we're spinning right round, baby, right round.
Information stored here, but could it be linked to my visions? Why else would the witness be interested in these files?
This is reworked audio, right? Like, this is new audio they added for this? Because I don't remember this dungeon having anything to do with the witness.
No, I don't think it. a finger in this going yesterday. Less than 12 hours ago.
But what?
It sure was a good thing I ran this like 12 hours ago.
Oh, everything's just fresh in your mind.
Vex mine remains in this terminal like an open door. It's using the tower's arrays to connect with installations across Seoul.
God damn it.
This must be in preparation to imprison the submines. Breaking their connection could end this threat.
He's over there just munching away.
Show finish my hard work.
What's up?
Today show finish my hard work.
I'm like trying to do stuff, and everywhere I turn, your bullets just zipping over my head. So what do you want me to do?
It was a joke.
I know. I'm joking back. Everywhere I turn.
Second time I've shot every single one of these, and they come to shoot the final one, and somebody else shoots it.
Sorry.
That's fine. I don't really care. Is it? No, there's not one. How's yours? Shoot it when you're ready.
Yep, just waiting for you.
You can get over. The boss will take some time.
Easy one phase.
Foe breaks, and so does their hold over the security systems.
Oh my god, there's splooge
Now we
everywhere.
can-
Lord.
No! They're driving the reactor core to a meltdown. It's going prompt
Have some
critical.
decency, Tyler.
Those power surges were intentional.
What do you think
Get
one
to
was
the
right?
reactor, lest we lose everything.
Lord. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. Yeah, same, Kathleen, same. That, damn it.
What we've seen here proves my visions have
My
merit.
leg.
We must secure the complex to convince Ikora. Trust us. A frail thing. Much as our mission, if this can restore her faith in
This
me,
woman says.
I need
You miss Warmind cells?
Yeah, a lot of other diversity to work in customization.
I actually really enjoy Season of the Seraph. Holy Jesus Christ. Ah. So there's a really loud sound that happens when you get through with the queue on Bungie.net, and it scared the bejesus out of me right before I jumped on this fan. Oh God. Okay. Chad, I don't know if you heard that. I'm pretty sure you all heard that with me. My heart hurts now.
Before I go that way. Which one was it again? You coming?
Yeah, I'm buying the Bungie budget. Keep going.
I was gonna show you the hidden chest. In the
Oh,
side.
okay. Hold on. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Sorry. Oh, the one under the stairs? Yeah. problem logging you at Bungie.net now. Stop it.
The Vex mine directs power to the reactor. Kill it, and the complex should stabilize.
Woo! All right, collector's edition ordered. I'm still dealing with heart palpitations from almost being scared to death.
I wish I could pre-order that shit right now.
You'll get it soon, I'm sure.
Probably. I might not order it for a few months, but I just want it because the Titans get a cloak.
Kathleen with the 7-month free membership. Thank you so much, darling. I really gotta change that font size. That is way too damn big.
What else is way too damn big?
Oh my god, what, Tyler?
This dungeon.
What?
This dungeon.
This dungeon's not that big.
No. Bigger than it needs to be, though.
In comparison, this is one of the smallest dungeons we have in the game.
Double deuces.
Let me get big boy in here. Hey, come on, big boy. Woo! No.
Dude.
Seal the breach. I'm not getting anything from the first chest. Are you getting anything from the first chest?
Sabotages, glean knowledge,
Yeah, I got me.
annihilate any trace
Are you serious?
extrasolar colony.
Destruction, like, all the time nuggets or whatever.
Ages ago, Saint and I thought we'd leave
Why is this
the
one not
city
counted? I just did
once
the
we'd
we just
made
did the
it
final
safe.
boss. It's not counted that one.
We'd explore the universe. That time never came.
That's dumb.
Matter of finite seconds lost in the margins then.
That's over what, half an hour?
Now
25 minutes, not bad.
there's only the one to perform. But we learn to make do, you know,
Alright.
and turn the edge of defeat
There's bugs in
to
this
victory.
game.
Alright, we're gonna do one more run and then I gotta leave. Oh, in Explorer mode, Legacy Dungeon Triumphs cannot be progressed in this mode, and the dungeon's exotic weapon will not drop. Okay. Got it.
Put it on the next difficulty.
Next one would be Eternity.
I don't think that's quite the jump, is it?
Got a lot of combat modifiers. The Elder's Massive Increase does not regenerate. Combatants are granted random beams. Defeated goblins spawn arc pools that cause damage over time. Alright. A 2 minute.
I mean, if you want, you can just do another one of these. I don't mind. Just
Alright, let's do a regular explore just so I can put the quest up, and then I must depart.
An old acquaintance among the hidden tells me that a Seraph complex recently powered on for the first time since the collapse. Shortly thereafter, Vex incursions were reported. Anna flagged the site as a potential pillory bunker. If the Vex gain access to its system, they'll use it to wrest Rasputin's submine data away from us. It would be catastrophic.
most of the complex's org supply. Centuries in Martian rust have done this place no kindness.
What?
Our window of
Is this the
opportunity
same
is
as what we were doing, or is this for next difficulty up?
That's the same one we're doing. The other one's not matchmade.
And Vex are breaching the command matrix. Go.
Let's steamroll this one time, and then we can do. Am I dead? Am I not dead down here? And then tomorrow we'll start running hard shit. I'm gonna be gone till like midnight tonight. Who knows how I feel when I get home? Then we'll probably jump on, but it'll be 5 a.m. for you, so I assume and hope that you'll be asleep.
Probably not. By the time you get back, I'll have the title. Yeah, correct.
You can't have the title, it's time gated.
Yeah, I know, that was the joke.
I wouldn't put it past you though, because you're just built different.
I don't remember if we were still hanging out with Shadow when it was like, what, just before Shadowkeep, or was it the end of Shadowkeep? Yeah, the name of the DLC with the bunkers.
Yeah.
I grinded that entirety out in one fucking night. Took me 12 hours. I was probably the first person to fully level that bunker.
Even for all its flaws, Shadowkeep is still a really good expansion.
It's the weakest of all the expansions, but I didn't even play the fleet. It was a very meh expansion.
outside the Black Garden. They're a fanatical sect of programming devoted to the darkness, or rather the witness. Ishtar Collective, a Seraph complex. Peculiar. They were rivals in the Golden Age. This wasn't just a pillory site, it was a joint research facility. Focused on extrasolar colonization and
thing I run a little bit of.
Soul devices.
What's up?
Have been scouring
So
research
I want to pre-order solely for the Darth Vader thing because we turned my mouth into a cloak.
something more than to imprison
My Titan can look almost like a hunter.
Oh yeah, dude.
Which is going to be ass in PvP. Is it 6?
What's up? Today? Yeah, 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
6'5" for you.
I don't get why you're one of the only countries to do that, by the way. Why do you have your fucking dates backwards?
I don't know, bro. I just grew up here. I didn't make the damn rules.
Oh, saved it.
How do I activate the platform?
Oh, if you don't, it manually activates itself.
Okay.
Just progress far enough and up further.
Access platform raised. I see that. Nice. You sorted over here, didn't you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
Nice save, Tyler.
I hate when egress targets an enemy.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, but what? Who uses egress to target an enemy? Nobody.
Oh, hey. Okay, so if we got to do the secrets again, because the secrets actually trigger triumphs now. I just picked up a secret just to see, and it freaking absolutely.
The devils are gone. At times I feel like I am with them. That this is my penance. To remain lucid as the chill creeps into my flesh and my heart grows numb. So moreover, to survive, I must kindle flames where I find them. Step away from your trap before its machinations rend you limb from limb. We have the will of gods.
Alright. There's a part of me that's thinking, why can't I just use Chaos Reach to do that, to be an Arctician?
Because my game diff didn't want that. You're talking from a logical standpoint. There's no logical standpoint. All odds so classes should be able to do that. But and what is the point if you're going to jerk love buff? To turn those things on.
The Vex mine remains in this terminal like an open door. It's using the tower's arrays to connect with installations across Sol. This must be in preparation to imprison the submarines. Breaking their connection could end this threat.
I know it's one of these damn computers. Where is it? There it is.
The people here fear the future of God so much they created their own to enslave themselves to it. Absolve themselves of will for protection, for certainty, as you have done, as I have been forced to do. Do not struggle in loss.
yada yada.
The thing about these tutorial modes is it will help people who, even if they have done the dungeon, they'll fully understand the dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people, but I can appreciate it. Is it like teaching something a lot easier?
Should be damaged now. Crazy work. Alright.
Those power surges were intentional. Get to the reactor, lest we lose everything. Guardian, what we've seen here proves my visions have merit. We must secure the complex, convince Ikora. Trust. The frail thing. Much as our mission, this can restore her faith in me. I need this.
No, the hunter kills me. Damn it. How am I in the ceiling? How am I in the ceiling? What? Okay. Take it down from here? Okay, I can. Sick. Apparently you can just jump up there. I didn't know that. That's a great little camping spot.
Oh yes. That's a secret chest unlock for redemption in this. It's not full on. It's full on. It's the same as regular.
power to the reactor. Kill it, and the complex should stabilize.
Ugh.
That's right. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Hey. Damn it. Woo, fuck. Alright. You are way too close to comfort. Go away.
This was a clever incision by the witness. A multi-front attack.
The quest is bugged.
Sabotage
That's
us,
hilarious.
Glean knowledge.
Not bad.
Annihilate any trace of advantage. Extrasolar colonies. Ages ago,
I guess it's bugged. That's why it's saying we're doing 0 damage to the boss.
Once we've made it safe, would explode explore the universe. That time never came. A matter of finite seconds lost at the margins then. Now, there's only the one to more. But we learn to make do, and turn the edge of defeat to victory.
All right, well, go back over here and get some rewards, and then that's it for today. Oh, hey, whoa, hey, oh, hey. I got launched, dude.
Yeah, cool.
Dungeon completion reward unavailable. Can you open the chest?
No.
So I'm guessing for every dungeon we get skyrocketed to the next place.
Probably.
Can you land on that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I plummeted to my doom. All right. Long arm adept. Vigil. Vigil adept. Okay. Evidently the hollow foil can just randomly drop from this.
Confront your fate. An object of power.
All right, Tyler. I'm gonna dip out of here. I'll see you later, buddy.
Peace.
GG's. We'll play again. We'll run this again tomorrow or later today. Whatever the fuck. I gotta go to my show though, so I'll see you later, buddy. Later. Chat, that's it for your boy. I gotta skedaddle out of this place. And I got stuff I gotta do. I gotta go see a show. I gotta go to the post office. I gotta leave and do that stuff now because it's 3 o'clock. I gotta go to the post office when they close. And then beat all this traffic. So, I love your face very much. I will be back tomorrow with more of this because there's a lot to this. I just ordered the collector's edition, so God knows how much more stuff I'm gonna have to deal with tomorrow. That's gonna be so much fun. I love your faces. Don't forget to drink your water. Take care of yourselves. I love you very much. Bye-bye.